And as you can see right here, ladies and gents, my bank rep allowed me to request my limit on this business credit card for my client, and I got them approved for a whopping $60,000. And hold on, it doesn't stop there. I was also able to increase my client's business Amex Gold card so they can go ahead and spend over $100,000. And this is all with a new LLC. All right, ladies and gents, as you can see right here, I'm going to show you how you can actually access over $100,000 in business funding in 10 days. I'm also going to be giving you the steps on what you need to have and do so you will not get denied any further on these business applications. So go ahead, go get your pen and paper. I promise you this is going to be a really good one, all right? And make sure you stay to the end so you don't miss any steps. I don't want you getting denied any further, all right? Without further ado, let's dive in. And before we get started, ladies and gents, I just want to ask if you don't mind hitting that like button for me, as it helps my channel out a ton. I really appreciate all your help. I'm trying to help as many business owners as I can get access to big amounts of business funding, all right? But enough of me rambling, let's actually get into this business fund hack. So me being in this space for so long, I've been helping a lot of business owners and soon to be business owners make sure that their credit is in order, their business credit is in order, and making sure everything is structured correctly so they can get all the business funding that they need in this space. And in the midst of me actually doing it, I've actually connected and networked with a lot of bank reps and also underwriters throughout this whole entire process. And they always give me all types of information that is so helpful when I push my clients through to these people. And again, with these connections alone, I've been able to access for business owners enormous amounts of funding, as you can see, even with a new LLC. And I've also received some updates from underwriters on what you should do and not do on these applications to make sure that you actually get approved. So I said, why not just make a video so I can help more people so they can go ahead and make sure that they don't get denied. So that's what I'm gonna do for you right now. So with these lenders and banks tightening up their qualifications and their approval ratings kind of going down a little bit, you have to keep in mind that you have to stay up to date and compliant on what they're actually looking for. I'm telling you, whatever worked 5 months ago is probably not working now in most cases. So again, you have to stay up to date. This is where this comes in. Now, when it comes to your credit card applications on the business side, please note that putting the right information can help you get $50,000 to $100,000 rather than you getting approved for $2,000. All right, now let's go ahead and talk about the first reason why you're probably getting denied. You should never put on your application that you are self-employed. And I already know what you're thinking. Yo, that's crazy. I'm a business owner. I have a business. This is business. They should understand that this is my business and I'm a business and this needs to be self-employed, blah, 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 blah. Look, I get it. Trust me. I'm telling you. But these underwriters have a protocol that they have to go by. And when you actually put, oh, you're self-employed, they deem you as high risk before even examining the rest of your application, even if you're actually qualified. So to counter this issue, please put your actual business name as the employer. So if your actual business name is Wealth Enterprises, then you need to go ahead and state that you work for said Wealth Enterprises, which you do. The underwriter stated that when they see self-employed, it explains to them that they are desperate, meaning they're desperate for income and they just want to utilize credit as a safety net. Even if that's not the case, that's what they believe. You got to understand it, so don't put I'm self-employed. And I know that sounds excessive, but this is how they view things. So if you put your business name as the employer, or even if you have an active job right now, on top of your business, then actually put that information. Never say that you're self-employed. Please understand this. Put your ego to the side. It's not worth it. You're still, you want a cookie, you're still self-employed. It's okay. All right, and the next issue that they have when it comes to these applications and people actually getting denied is the business owners are really lying about their income. Guys, oh my gosh, I get these questions all the time in my emails and things of that nature about people getting denied because of their income. The underwriters have a system and it tracks your income, all right? And if it deems abnormal, then the red flags are going to start going off. My sources stated that they also have a list of where your business lands or that category that you're trying to go in, and if the income is out of range, again, abnormal, then they will go ahead and deny you. And again, if it's too high, they will ask you to verify this. Now you're sitting there looking crazy because you know you can. Now you're trying to look to to forge documents. Come on, man, that's a slippery slope. You don't want to do none of that. But what I'm telling you is you need to put what your estimated revenue will be, all right? Your estimated revenue. What do you think you will make? Read between the lines, people. Don't allow the bank reps to look at your application and question it, okay? Please. Don't put $5 million, don't put $2,000. You have to put the correct amount, whatever niche or whatever category that you're in, okay? Whatever it is, research it. It takes 2 seconds to use Google, okay? Please. And since we're actually on the topic of the business categories, understand that you have to have these qualifications when you're applying for any type of business funding, please. And this is from my reps themselves. You need to have a minimum of a 700 credit score, no collections, no charge-offs, no late payments, no bankruptcies, no high inquiries. Your utilization needs to be below 25% and have at least 2 personal credit cards with a credit limit of $3,500 or higher. Now, I know certain places tell you, oh, you can have a 680, that's the bare minimum, da 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 da. And I understand that the factors I just gave you kind of contradict what I'm telling you, but I'm just telling you from the horse's mouth what they're actually looking for, all right? So please understand this when you're going for the funding. And let me just elaborate real quick on why personal limits of $3,500 or higher are important. It's because most lenders want to mirror what you already have on the personal side, or even 3x what you already have. Once you have a high limit on the personal side and it shows that your utilization is also low, so your limit is high, utilization is low, it shows that that consumer can handle debt, so they will grant you even more. I have a strategy that is almost unmatched, and you mix that with the connection that I have with these bank reps and the bank reps with the underwriters, I'm telling you, it's almost flawless. And I'm telling you, you want to jump on board right now. This is a golden opportunity. And if you want to get funding, click the link below so we can set up a Zoom call so we can get you onboarded to get the funding that you need. I promise you, it's not hard to get it, especially coming from me when I have a lot of people on my team that actually helps these people get approved for high amounts of funding. And again, only thing that you have to do is have these qualifications or come extremely close to these qualifications that I gave you earlier in the video. And I can guarantee that you will get at least $50,000 to $300,000 in business funding. And it doesn't stop there. I can make sure that majority of the funding is at a 0% APR for at least 9 to 12 months. Even with a new LLC, you do not have to get an age corporation. All the people that I got business funding, all their businesses were less than 3 years old. Some of them were like 7, 8 months, a year old. So just imagine what I could do for a person where their LLC or S corporation is over 3 years old. Just think about it. Just by the testimonials I got, my bank reps really make sure that they push through at least 90% of the applications that I give them. And if they can't push it through, they'll probably give them, $50,000 or $40,000, or they'll also tell them, hey, tell them to do this and we'll make sure that we get them more funding, all right? So there's always a will around everything. And throughout the process of me actually helping you get business funding, I actually give you a blueprint of what will transpire in the process, which banks will actually be the best for your niche and your category, and even more. So that means if you're a truck driver, a real estate agent, car detailing, car rentals, Shopify, any other type of business that you could think of, I'm telling you right now, I can get you all the business funding that you need. Because think about it, you already have the passion, you already have the business plan, you got the faith. The only thing you need is the funding. And after that, your goals and dreams are off to the races. So think about what you can do with $100,000 in 0% APR right now for your business. Exactly. Become successful. So overall, if you have these qualifications and you want to access high amounts of funding without getting denied, then click the link in my bio. Let's set up this Zoom call so we can get started. It's free. And also just make sure that you have the qualifications so you can go ahead and start accessing high amounts of funding even with a new LLC. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Now go get that funding and go schedule that Zoom call so we can go ahead and talk about how we're going to get you $300,000 in funding, all right? And until next time, ladies and gents.